Calculus, my senior year, I made a C, and everything else I had A's and B's. And then I went to college to do pre-pharmacy, hated chemistry.
Yeah.
And my mom said, well, you've got to figure out a degree or I'm not paying for your tuition anymore. And I'm like, well, I think I could do math.
Yeah.
And she was just like, okay. So it's crazy how I ended up with math,
Yeah.
and then I went all the way to a master's. Typically, the entering ninth graders take geometry, and it would either be geometry or geometry with advanced proofs. And the advanced proofs is going to be more of a rigorous course, which will lead you into taking Algebra 2 with trig, then Calculus AB your junior year. And in your senior year, Calculus BC or AP Stats, or you could double up. We allow students to take Texas Tech online courses, and if they can do the Texas Tech course the summer before entering ninth grade, then they can get the credit for Algebra 1 and go into geometry their ninth grade year. A lot of math is not just knowing the concepts, but it's also logic that goes into it. So with geometry, for example, in ninth grade, and they take geometry with proofs, there's a lot of curriculum that covers proofs. Well, why do they have to prove that this theorem actually exists? The whole idea is organizing your thought process to show why this theorem works. So what they're really doing is using logic to prove it, and that has a lot of skill to it. And it really just helps organize your thoughts logically to where you're not scatterbrained. When you think of a problem, you think, what is the start? Where is my finish? How do I connect the dots? So it depends on what they start with. Let's say they start with geometry in ninth grade. 10th grade, they would take Algebra 2. 11th grade, they would take pre-calculus. Then 12th grade, they do have the option that they can take calculus, they can take AP Stats, or they can take finite math. So the ones that do not want to take an AP math class can go into finite math. Finite math has a lot of real world skill. It's, interest, when you put money into a bank, how do you get your compound interest? It's going back into algebra, so more complex fractions, decimals, just a lot of real world application in how they can use math. So a lot of students that don't aspire as much to take an AP calculus class, they need those types of skills for real world math, and that's when finite math comes in. A lot of students that excel in math already have those skills of the real world. So going into an AP math course challenges them.